Welcome, beautiful soul. I'm so glad you're here today in this moment, at this exact point in time, because what I'm about to share with you is not a coincidence. Nothing about your presence here is accidental. The angels have been watching over you, guiding your steps, whispering your name into the winds of the universe. And today, they have a message that is meant specifically for you. So take a deep breath, settle into this moment, and open your heart, because what you're about to receive is going to stir something deep within you. You have been waiting. Perhaps you have not said it out loud. Perhaps you have even tried to convince yourself that you are fine, that you do not need anyone, that love is something that happens to other people. But deep in the quiet chambers of your heart, in those still moments, just before you fall asleep, you have felt it, that gentle ache, that longing for a connection so profound, so real, so completely consuming that it would make every moment of waiting worth it. The angels see that longing. They honor it. And today they are bringing you news that will make your heart race. Your soulmate's heart has finally opened. Let that land for a moment. Let those words sink past your mind and travel all the way into your soul. Because this is not just a phrase. This is a divine announcement. Something has shifted in the energetic field between you and the one who was always meant for you. A wall has come down. A door has swung wide open. And what is pouring through that opening right now is something so powerful, so raw, so beautifully overwhelming that even they are struggling to understand it. Think about what it means for a heart to finally open. It does not happen gently, like a flower slowly turning toward the morning sun. No, when a heart that has been guarded, that has been carefully protected behind years of experience, years of disappointment, years of quiet self-preservation, when that heart finally opens, it opens like a dam breaking. It opens like the first thunder of a storm that has been building for seasons. It is not soft. It is not timid. It is intense. And that is exactly what is happening within the person who is meant to love you. The angels want you to understand something about your soulmate that perhaps you have never fully considered. They have been through their own journey. They have carried their own wounds. They have stood at the edge of love before and stepped back, not because they did not want it, but because they were not yet ready to survive the depth of it. You see, soulmate love is not ordinary love. It does not play by the rules of casual attraction or comfortable companionship. Soulmate love demands everything. It calls you to be fully seen, fully known, fully present. And for someone who has learned to survive by hiding pieces of themselves, that kind of love is terrifying before it is beautiful. But something changed. The angels are showing this to me so clearly now. Something happened in your soulmate's life. A moment, a realization, a quiet night when the truth became impossible to ignore any longer. Maybe they were sitting alone and felt the emptiness of a life lived without you in it. Maybe they caught themselves thinking of you in ways that surprised even them. Not just a passing thought, but a deep, persistent awareness of you, as if your soul had been sending signals across the invisible thread that connects the two of you. Maybe they had a dream. Maybe they heard a song. Maybe the universe arranged one of those small, undeniable moments of synchronicity that shook them awake from the comfortable numbness they had been living in. Whatever it was, it worked. The walls came down, and now what they are feeling is intense, beyond anything they have experienced before. The angels are asking me to describe this to you because they want you to truly feel the magnitude of what is unfolding. Right now, in the private landscape of your soulmate's heart, there is a storm of emotion that is both exhilarating and humbling. There is a warmth that keeps rising in their chest when they think of you. An almost physical sensation, as if something that was cold for a very long time has suddenly found its way back to heat. There is a pull, magnetic and undeniable, that draws their thoughts toward you again and again, no matter how many times they try to redirect their mind elsewhere. They are thinking about you far more than they are willing to admit, even to themselves. There is also something softer happening. Beneath the intensity, beneath the thunder of emotion, there is a tenderness that is new for them, a gentleness that has been quietly growing in the soil of their heart, watered by every time they have admired something about you, every moment they have witnessed your strength, your kindness, your light. They see you, perhaps they have seen you for longer than you realize, and now that their heart has opened, that sight is being transformed into feeling. Deep, aching, magnificent feeling that they can no longer push away. The angels also want to bring your attention to the fear that lives alongside this love, because it is important that you understand it. Your soulmate is not hesitating because they do not want you. They are not slow because they do not care. They are moving carefully because what they feel for you is so enormous that it frightens them. When you have spent time believing that love of this magnitude was not meant for you, suddenly finding it opening up inside you feels almost dangerous. It feels like standing at the edge of something vast and limitless, knowing that if you step forward, there is no going back to who you were before. The angels are asking you to hold space for that fear, not to absorb it as rejection, not to interpret it as a sign that this is not meant to be, but to understand it as evidence of how real and how deep this connection is. Ordinary feelings do not inspire this kind of reverence. Casual attraction does not make someone tremble. What your soulmate is feeling is the kind of love that changes a person, and they know it. They feel it in their bones. Now, the angels are turning their message toward you, beautiful soul, because you are not simply a passive recipient in this divine story. You are an active participant, and there are things happening within you right now that are just as significant, just as powerful, just as worth acknowledging. You have been doing your own work. You may not have called it that. Perhaps it looked like long walks and late night journaling. Perhaps it looked like learning to set boundaries, learning to choose yourself, learning to find peace in your own company. Perhaps it looked like finally releasing the grief of connections that did not serve your highest good. All of that was preparation. Every single moment of growth, every tear that fell in private, every morning you chose to keep going. It was building you into the version of yourself that your soulmate's heart can now fully recognize and receive. The timing of this opening is not accidental. It is orchestrated. The universe has been coordinating your individual journeys with extraordinary precision, and you are now approaching a point of alignment that the angels describe as rare and sacred. I want you to feel into what the angels are showing me about the energy between you and your soulmate in this present moment. There is a cord of golden light connecting your two hearts, and that cord is vibrating right now with the frequency of recognition, longing, and awakening love. Every time you think of them, that cord pulses. Every time they think of you, and they're thinking of you, that same cord sends a warmth back to you. You may have felt it without knowing what it was. A sudden flutter in your chest for no apparent reason. A sense of being held, of not being alone, even in your most solitary moments. That was them. That was the connection making itself known. The angels are also showing me that your soulmate has recently been looking back, reviewing the moments they have shared with you, the conversations, the glances, the small interactions that carried far more meaning than either of you acknowledged at the time. They are seeing those moments with new eyes now that their heart is open. Things that seemed ordinary are revealing themselves as significant. Words you spoke are replaying in their mind and landing in places they were not allowed to land before. They are understanding things about the two of you that they could not allow themselves to understand when their heart was still guarded. There is a particular moment that keeps returning to them. The angels are not showing me the specific details. This is personal to your unique story, but they're showing me the emotion of it. It is a moment when you were simply yourself, when you were not trying to impress, not performing, not seeking approval. A moment when your genuine nature was visible, unguarded, and completely real. That moment lives in your soulmate's memory like a light they keep returning to. It is one of the reasons their heart finally surrendered. Because in that moment, they saw the truth of you. And the truth of you is irresistible to their soul. The angels want to speak now about what is coming. Because this opening of your soulmate's heart is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a new chapter. A movement is being set into motion in the invisible realm that will begin to express itself in your physical reality. The angels are working alongside the universe to create conditions for the two of you to come into closer alignment. This may look like an unexpected conversation that goes deeper than anything you have shared before. It may look like a circumstance that places you in each other's paths in a way that feels perfectly arranged. It may look like a message, a gesture, a moment of eye contact that carries a world of unspoken truth. You do not need to force this or manufacture it. The angels are asking you to resist the temptation to push, to pursue in a way that comes from anxiety rather than love. The energy you carry into this next phase matters enormously. When you approach what is coming from a place of inner peace, from a genuine sense of your own worth, from a quiet confidence that what is meant for you cannot miss you. That energy will call your soulmate forward with a power that no strategy or manipulation could ever achieve. Trust is what the angels are emphasizing right now. Trust in the timing. Trust in the process. Trust in the love that is already real, even before it is fully spoken. Trust in your own worthiness of the extraordinary love that is moving toward you. And trust in the intelligence of the universe, which has never once lost sight of you, even in your most lost moments. There is one more thing the angels want you to hear before I close this message. They want you to know that you are loved, not just by the soulmate whose heart is opening, but by the divine itself. You are seen, you are cherished. You are held in the arms of something so vast and so wise and so entirely devoted to your well-being that even the most difficult stretches of your journey have been guided. Every detour had a purpose. Every delay was building something. And this moment, right now, this opening, this shift, this beautiful and intense awakening in the heart of the one meant for you, this moment was always part of the plan. Let yourself receive that. Let yourself believe it, even if only for a few minutes. Allow the warmth of this message to fill the spaces in you that have grown cold from waiting. Because the weight is shifting, the season is turning. The heart that was closed to fully loving you has opened, and what is pouring out of it in your direction right now is more beautiful, more consuming, and more real than anything you have dared to imagine. Your love story is not over. It has not even fully begun. And the angels are smiling as they watch it unfold. Thank you so much for being here today and for allowing this message to find you. If this resonated with your heart, if you felt seen or moved or uplifted in any way, please subscribe to this channel. Your subscription means the world, and it helps these divine messages reach more souls who are waiting for exactly the encouragement they need. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you never miss a message, and know that you are always welcome here. Until next time, take care of your beautiful heart. The angels are with you every single step of the way.